Texas Chainsaw Massacre will kill Dead by Daylight, and here's the top 5 reasons why. This video was brought to you by Crack. Oh, Jesus. Number 5, the atmosphere. Based on the movie of the same name, Texas Chainsaw Massacre places you smack dab in the middle of Hickville. As a victim, you find yourself hogtied in a dark underground labyrinth. You team up with 3 other victims, and together you have to find a way to escape. You might have to use tools to pick lock doors, power down an electric fence, open valves, but above all else, you need to hide, because you're not alone in this house. 3 players take control of the family, a group of cannibals who are hunting you down. These include Leatherface, Sissy, Johnny Quest, Shaggy, and Candlestick Man. This game truly encompasses the feeling of a horror movie. There are times as victim where you'll find yourself hiding in a bush or the shadows with a family member close by who's looking for you. Do I stay hidden and risk being found, or do I make a break for it and risk dying a horrible, gruesome death? Dead by Daylight just doesn't have that creepy atmosphere. It's less of a horror game and more of a game of freeze tag against someone who's way bigger than you but somehow way faster than you. On top of that, Dead by Daylight maps just feel unnatural. You don't feel like you're in a real place, you feel like you're in a flat obstacle course. And look at how gruesome a fatality is in Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Now look at Dead by Daylight. Wow, more like a babality. Number 4, the gameplay. I enjoy chasing survivors in Dead by Daylight. I enjoy being chased by killers. But you know what I don't enjoy? Generators! There are very few things in this world as boring as doing generators in Dead by Daylight. I'd rather watch my pubes grow. This isn't playing the game, this is waiting to play the game. Every once in a while a skill check pops up and you gotta hit a button at the right time or the generator explodes. That means you can't even zone out if you wanted to. The game forces you to focus on nothing. Even if you play as the killer, you still have to mind the generators. And that's basically your focus, not to hunt people down but to guard the generators. You're not a psychopath, you're just protecting your property. But in Texas Chainsaw Massacre, you feel like you're hunting your victims down. You feel a sense of camaraderie with your fellow family members as you murder teenagers. That's another thing. If you enjoy playing killer but you want to play with friends, well, too bad. You're forever alone. Number 3, teammates. Try to remember the last time you had a good game as Survivor in Dead by Daylight playing by yourself. You can't do it. Why? Because you are totally reliant on having decent teammates in order to win. There is a thin line between success and failure. If just one of your teammates screws up, gets downed early, gets tunneled, rage quits, or just looks like he eats paint, it's GG. On top of that, there's no in-game voice chat like there is in Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Once a teammate dies, unless you have one generator left, it's virtually impossible to win. And if you decide to leave to start a new game, you're penalized with a timeout. All you can do is wait to die. That's the medical definition of depression. In Texas Chainsaw Massacre, there is always hope of getting out alive as a victim, even if the rest of your team is dead or playing like garbage. You don't have to rely on your teammates to fix generators or buy you time, or heal you. That's another thing I hate. Why do I have to rely on teammates to heal me? And look how long it takes to heal in Texas Chainsaw. That's it. Now look at Dead by Daylight. I hope he catches us. Number 2, age. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. Dead by Daylight is an old game. I've put a lot of hours into it. And in all this time, it doesn't feel like it's innovated at all. Sure, there's new perks, new maps, new killers, but ultimately it's still the same game. Like if your mom made you nothing but blueberry pie and you're like, hey, how about something new? And then she's like, okay, how about cherry pie? And you're like, no, how about something other than pie? And she's like, I got you, apple pie. But all of these reasons pale in comparison to the number 1 reason that Texas Chainsaw Massacre will kill Dead by Daylight. Number 1. Hooks are the equivalency of your mom snatching your controller away and putting you on timeout. Like, okay, I was playing the game, but sure, I'll sit here and do nothing. Even worse is when someone else is hooked. You have to stop what you're doing, run to them, unhook them, heal them, then run back to the generators you were working on. But you probably won't make it there before another player goes down. Why do I have to babysit my teammates? And you know what I love more than anything in the world? When killers camp hooks. It's fantastic. I have no way of unhooking my teammate without the killer catching me. I also love when I get unhooked and the killer immediately comes after me again. But how can you blame them? Their best strategy is to kill a survivor as soon as possible. Why should a killer feel like they have to move away from a hooked survivor in order to give the other team a chance? The game forces you to make a choice. Be an asshole and win, or be a gentleman and lose. Texas Chainsaw Massacre basically cured polio. Instead of hooking someone, killers are essentially weaker, meaning it takes them more hits to kill a victim. Victims can also jump down wells to go back to the basement and start over, but only a limited number of times. This is fluid gameplay. This isn't. Texas Chainsaw Massacre is far from a perfect game. Its price is too high for what it is. There's only 3 maps and not that many characters. The skill tree system is unnecessarily convoluted, but overall I'm really enjoying this game, and frankly I don't miss Dead by Daylight. And if you're still not convinced, then consider this. This is what it's like to play against Leatherface. And this is what it's like to play against Bubba. Yeah, I'll see you in the basement. She's still coming through here or not. Howdy! Where y'all going? Where y'all going? Where y'all going? Do we go for it?
I gotta stay focused. Gotta get out of here.
Oh my god, no way! Oh, that's my girlfriend. Just blew a big fart in the well. Yeah, choke on that, kids. Oh my god! Ah! Move it! Move your ass! Run, bitch, run! No! No! Oh no, that's so horrible. No. Oh no, that was such a good ending, but so terrible.